Okay, I'm gonna have to cut that one out. Okay, there we go. That's where it, okay. So, like I was saying before this whole thing, 2 minutes with my mic accidentally muted. That's actually kind of embarrassing. What we're going to do is I'm just gonna draw. We're just gonna chill. We're gonna talk about a few things. Maybe if we get people in here. What I want to do is I want to draw some of my comfort characters, which I've actually already started on this yesterday. And then I thought this would actually be really cool to do for a little chill stream at the end of the day. I found non-copyright music um on YouTube, and we're gonna have that playing in the background as well as we are drawing. So I'm gonna go ahead and start the music. There we go. And really, what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk a little bit about what exactly I'm doing here. So, what I am doing for this is I am drawing 4 of my comfort characters. These are characters that I smile whenever I think about them. I laugh when I remember their happy times, and characters that just the thought of them have given me a spark of hope in rough times. I have this style that you may have seen on my community post lately. And what that style is something I've called Little Goobers. It's basically you draw the character in like a sort of a chibi-esque style. The main difference is that the clothes, for the most part, are 2D on the character's body, and there's an absence of fingers in particular, which I'm really grateful for. Hands are difficult. I'm not used to doing one of these just chill and chat. I'm not used to doing one of these streams. So if I tend to go silent for a little bit, um bear with me. I'm honestly still trying to get used to this whole streaming thing, if I were to be real. Like, I love to make videos for y'all, and I love to see like the support on my videos has been absolutely insane. You guys love and appreciate my quick guides in particular, and for that I am grateful. Um, I think part of the reason I wanted to start YouTube in the first place was because I love to make people laugh. I love making videos that makes people laugh, and I wanted to share that on sort of a global scale. So I'm here now. I should have said this before, but the 4 comfort characters that I am going to be drawing today. hopefully today. If I have to split this up into separate streams, then I will. The characters I'm going for in this particular drawing are going to be Dark Pit from Kid Icarus Uprising. I'm a little bit embarrassed to say this next one, Bosip, from the ever popular Friday Night Funkin' mod versus Bob and Bosip. And then also Kirby and Bandana D, because my little brother and I have been playing a lot of Forgotten Land lately, and we've been having a lot of fun doing it. And I smile whenever I think of those moments. So those are going to be the 4 characters that we are drawing today. Back when I first started playing Friday Night Funkin', I was still really new to the whole thing regarding the mods in particular. I was really good at the game, but I couldn't really get a sort of grasp, I guess, for how the game really worked. And then I saw some of the mods for the first time, and it was like versus Witty, Tricky, Mid-Fight Masses. That's where a lot of people, I think, start their whole modding business, or like, not business, playthrough. I think that's where a lot of people start when they go on the modding scale for Friday Night Funkin'. That's where I started, at the very least. It was those 3 mods in particular that really got me into Friday Night Funkin' as a whole. And a few years ago, this is a couple months after I had started playing, my favorite mod ever was Bob and Bosip, and the whole community loved it. The characters were lovable, the songs were extremely popular, the story was well thought out for a mod that took 2 weeks. But, you know, things happened, the mod got trashed, and I was left heartbroken. It really put me off of FNF as a whole after a while, and I didn't come back to the game for about 2 years. It was only in last December that I really started like looking at the game again, and you know, it was supposed to be just a trip down memory lane when I looked up Friday Night Funkin' videos, because I really just wanted that nostalgia. The first mod that I looked up was versus Bob and Bosip, because again, I really loved the mod. I wanted to revisit the songs, and I ended up just revisiting the whole game as a whole. I'm still playing it today, as a matter of fact, if you couldn't tell from my recent streams. Like, if it weren't for me getting back into Friday Night Funkin', then I don't think I would have been able to play the amazing mods that are versus Party Crashers and versus Tasty Nick 3, and I wouldn't have been able to play them for you guys. So I'm really glad that I was able to like reopen that part of my life that had basically stayed locked away. Hello, welcome to the chat. I don't know how to pronounce your name since it's in a language I don't understand, but welcome. I don't know why my heart is just, it's just like pounding out of my chest. I feel like a stream like this, I just want to talk, you know? It's just one of those streams where you just kind of gotta let it pour out, you know? And I haven't actually streamed in this format. I've never streamed in this format. The only time I ever recorded something in this format was when I was doing my Christmas special last year, opening a Paldea and Fates Elite Trainer box. And I did it in this way so that you guys could see the polls as well. And you guys could see them a lot better. I gotta look up, I will, hold on one second. I gotta look up a reference for this. Come on. Okay, okay. I only really started getting into Kid Icarus a couple of months ago, back when I first started watching this YouTuber called Vernius, who is a big fan of the game. In fact, he mains Pit in Smash Ultimate, so I guess that's kind of where I got the fact that I named Dark Pit. Like, the story and the characters were just so well thought out. But my favorite character from Kid Icarus Uprising in particular has to be Dark Pit. If you were here for the stream a couple of days ago, you may have seen a running joke going around where I was in love with Dark Pit, had a crush on him. That allegation, it was one time. I said one time on a Discord server I'm a part of that I had a little bit of a crush on Dark Pit. That has since become a running joke. One that at this point I am fully leaning into. And if I'm going to be honest, I prefer him to regular Pit. He's a lot more cynical and serious than his more jovial counterpart. And I like him for it. I think it's a great like mirror image of him, you know? I also like the way he talks during the game. He is basically just a no nonsense guy. And you know what? That is a trait that I can respect. I have drawn Dark Pit once before. I need to bring that out a little more. When a few months ago, I took my style and drew both angels, both Pit and Dark Pit, in this style. And I really liked how it came out. And I think it was that drawing that really got me into this art style as a whole. Like, I've done so much in this little goober style that I've sort of coined for myself. And I like it this way. It's a style that I am comfortable with. It is a style that I know how to draw and draw well, and it's something that I'm improving at with each time that I draw it. When I first saw my little brother playing Kirby and the Forgotten Land, I was intrigued, to say the least. I asked if there was I looked and saw that there was a co-op mode. And that got me interested. So I asked him if he would want to play Kirby and the Forgotten Land co-op with me sometime. And he said, yes, I'd love to do that with you. Over the past few weeks, we've been playing Kirby and the Forgotten Land. We actually beat the main game together just this past week. We've been through our shenanigans, and it's really what got me into like fully embracing Kirby. I mean, I enjoyed Kirby before. He's cute, and what's not to love about him? But getting to play Kirby in the Forgotten Land with my little brother is one of the best decisions I've ever made in my life. Because it led me to create a stronger bond with him as well. Not only that, but I've also grown to love some of the other characters as well, such as Meta Knight. I think he's cool. I got to learn a little bit more about his character when I found the old Kirby anime on the Internet Archive. And I think they cast him in the perfect role there. Playing as Kirby's mentor and rival. In Forgotten Land, it's basically the same thing. He is one of the opponents you face, and I think it's really cool. King Dedede, too, is an amazing character. Like, he may have a bad habit of getting possessed and brainwashed and mind controlled and all of that. But when the chips are down, it really does make his true character shine. And I can think of no better character that would act as well for Ruler of Dreamland. In all honesty, though, if there was one character that I enjoyed, it would be Bandana Waddle Dee. In the Kirby games, he's Kirby's best friend, a little timid at times, but extremely loyal both to his king and to his friends. He's loyal to the point where if he had to, he would face his own king if it meant fighting with Kirby. And to that, I say it's perfect, you know? Their dynamic could not be better. And it's part of the reason I love Bandana Waddle Dee as a character. He's always ready to fight for his friends and for his home. And in my opinion, having the honor to fight against Dreamland's having the opportunity to fight alongside Dreamland's greatest warriors is probably one of the greatest honors that you can ever receive. But don't take it from me. I've never been there. Does that look like a smile? There, that's a little better. I've never done this sort of stream before where I'm just chilling and drawing. With some nice music in the back. And just, hanging out with you guys and chatting. So, please let me know down in the comment section if you actually want to see more of this. Because, in all honesty, this feels great. Oh my god, the beat drop there was perfect. Let's draw this. Just bear with me, I'm not perfect. I'm not good at drawing scars and such on a character whose drawing has no neck. We'll tuck a scarf underneath here. We'll draw the band. And I get it. I'm talking about these characters like they're my best friends. And in a way, they kind of were. Each of these 4 characters, Dark Pit, Bosip, Kirby, Vandy, like they've all shaped my life in some way or another. They've comforted me, just their thought has comforted me when I feel low. They have introduced me to worlds I never could have imagined. And most of all, they've taught me that, it sounds a little cliche, but they've taught me that pretty much anything is possible. Their worlds have given me a way to escape from the stresses of basically just what I've been all this time. And it's like drawing them has it's really taught me that, in a way that I'm not alone. When I feel like I'm alone, it's like they're my own little mini family. I'm gonna ask y'all this. Have you all ever had a character, fictional or otherwise, where you just get that feeling that if they were real, then they would be a best friend, a sibling, a role model, just anything? Because to me, it's like these characters have always been there for me, in a way. And I get it. It sounds strange. But it's almost like these characters, at one point, were my best friends. If you need a reminder, I am drawing 4 of my comfort characters. Characters that, over the years, have made me smile. And whenever I needed them, it felt like they were right there just waiting for me. The one I am working on right now is Dark Pit. And honestly, he's not turning out half bad. I felt the need to want to do this drawing because I really just liked the idea of going down memory lane and really just revisiting what these characters meant for me. Maybe part of it was because of nostalgia. Maybe part of it was the reason that I just watched If for the first time last night. Maybe it was a bit of both. It was probably mostly the movie, though. So that is Dark Pit, mostly finished. I still have to draw the wings. And the wings, I think, I'm going to move this over so you guys can see a little better. The wings, I think, are going to be the toughest part of this one character. But I'm going to try my best. Let's see here. I've only ever drawn wings a couple of times. These sort of like feathery eagle wings. But I am going to do my best. I'm just gonna put the pencils to the paper and see where it all takes me. That does look good for now. Now I gotta start drawing bigger ones. Okay. I can never get the wings looking right if they're folded. Mainly because I always ever see the wings unfold, I believe is the word for it. And they're spread wide and he's ready to soar. one wing, and I think it actually looks quite nice. But now I kind of feel that the arm is a little awkward. So let's try to fix that best we can without ruining the wing too much. I do think that looks a little bit better. Yeah, that is looking a lot better. But now comes the issue where I have to do the same thing on the other side, and I'm not quite good at mirroring things digital without like doing it digitally. But if I can refrain from bumping my camera, I will do my very best. If you're still watching this far into the stream, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you for supporting my channel. And just thank you for just being here. I've mentioned this a few times before, but the internet is such a big place. And I fully admit that there are other creators who are more skilled than me, who are more experienced with video creation and streaming than I am. And I am honored that out of all of the people currently making videos and streaming to an audience on their channel, you decide to come here and spend time and just chill. And to that I say thank you. Having an emotional moment? Honestly, Darkstar, I'm just putting the pen to the paper and letting my thoughts take me wherever. Because sometimes that's what we really need. Sometimes we need a moment to just chill, just relax, and let it all flow out, you know? If you missed it, I am drawing 4 characters that have brought me comfort and joy over the past few years. Characters that I was once into, characters that I am still into. And I believe with that, Dark Pit is complete. He definitely turned out a lot better than initially expecting. You don't have to worry about that at all, Darkstar. I know that technical issues can become problematic. I should know that after breaking the laptop twice. Through no one else's fault but my own. The second character we will be drawing is Kirby. Kirby is one of those characters that, in my opinion, is impossible to not love. He's adorable. And that's really all I can say about him. He's adorable. Who wouldn't love a little puffball as their best friend? I haven't been this dedicated to a project in a while. I get these really cool ideas for drawings that I want to do, and then they kind of just fall by the wayside. This is the first drawing that I feel like I can actually complete. One of the first ones in a long while, I'd say. In case you missed it, Darkstar, this drawing is comprised of 4 of my comfort characters. Characters that over the years I have grown to love and adore. And some, like, these characters may have faded out from time, but they all have a special place in my heart. Yes, this little puffball on top of Dark Pit is meant to be Kirby. Ever since I started playing Kirby in the Forgotten Land with my little brother, I've really grown to adore this little puffball. It's impossible to not smile when you're around this guy, let me tell you. And he's like super easy to draw, like. I am happy. There is a difference between not being happy and just speaking quietly, just chilling. And this one is the latter. I may not sound happy, but believe me when I tell you that there is indeed a smile on my face. You've guessed one of my comfort characters that is going to be in this drawing. And I've already told you about the second one. The third one I'm going to be drawing, which probably... Do you know what? I think I'll draw it. I think I'll draw it tonight. The third character I'm going to be adding to this is Osep. Oh, yes. I get it. I am trying to figure some things out. It will have to be sometime in the future if I can figure out how to... Things are complicated right now. That's all I'll say. We will still have our Roblox battle. It's just going to happen a lot later than I originally thought. And speaking of Roblox battle, the third character I am going to be drawing is Bosep. You may remember him. You may not have even heard of him. Either way, that's okay. I've only drawn him twice since I got back into FNF. But you know what? I think that bringing back a character that you've missed, that you haven't drawn in a while, even just for nostalgic purposes, can be incredible. I'm only planning to do these 4 characters. And I may have to start over on this one because the proportions are wrong. Maybe I just erase this half so I don't have to go to a completely clean slate. When I scan this into my computer to do coloring, all of the leftover pencil marks that you see now will be cleaned up. Oh, I tried. The 3rd character I'm adding to this is Bosip from the FNF mod versus Bob and Bosip. Back when this mod was at its peak a few years ago, Bosip was my favorite character. He acted as a sort of comfort for me when times got tough. He was my escape. I really hope that that's just the username. Whenever I'm drawing, I really want to try and basically just kind of not do it perfect, but do it the best I can. If I'm happy with the drawing, then I know other people are going to enjoy it. And this style that I've been drawing in for a few months now, it's simple. Here's what you need is simple. Not drawn him in a long while. Let's hope I can. No, it's not a chicken. The third character that I'm drawing is Lukey, stop repeating yourself. You said that like 3 or 4 times this stream. You know what? I'm looking up a reference. This is a drawing that is extremely important to me, so I want to make sure that I get this right. So I'm just on a different page. Thank you. Okay. Why can I never just get the image? So on the back, it goes like this. I've not drawn it. I've not drawn him on this scale. I haven't drawn him with this style. But I'm going to try, and if I can, I am actually going to try and complete this tonight. If I did the whole thing in one day, including coloring, like that would be, that'd be pretty cool, I think. I think I'm gonna have to take some creative liberties with this. So that it fits a little bit better with my current art style. expand this out a little more. And I think I'll make it more fancy anymore. So. No, I only stream on YouTube. I didn't have the page on the. I didn't have my browser page on this stream. So I'm sorry I missed your message before. I don't have a Twitch. I only stream here on YouTube. I will be right back. Just 1 second. That's fine. Like, again, I do try my best to see every message that I can. If I do miss any, I do apologize. No, smiles just right. It takes practice sometimes, and let me bring it up here. There, that's better. And in the middle of drawing close-up, we're going to draw the fourth character in this drawing, the one he is holding. And that is Bandana Waddle Dee. Now we're going to angle that down a little more so it looks like he's looking. I understand. I understand. Hey, hi. I know. Yes, cat. She meows at me consistently if I don't pay enough attention to her. Or if it's after 11 in the evening. Like, she will start consistently at around 11 o'clock each night. And I just take it to mean, all right, I get it. I need my sleep. I'm going to bed after this video. I get it. I'll feed you in a few minutes. I've only ever drawn Bandy a couple times. Like once or twice. Jesus, I apologize about the quality. I'm just now realizing it's kind of terrible. I'm trying to hurry up so I can get her food. Listen, hey, listen, I know. I'll catch you. Oh my god. I'm actually not employed right now. This is, it's really the only thing that I've really enjoyed doing, you know? I want to be able to do YouTube full time. At the moment, it's looking less and less likely with each day, but I have faith. Okay. This is the final sketch for what will eventually be the full drawing. And with that, I am going to end stream here. I think you would be a good work for like Starbucks in town. I did once think that I could get a job as a barista. In fact, I am still considering it. At least for the meantime. But with that, I think we're going to end stream here. Tomorrow is my Smash Sunday stream. If you don't want to miss it, make sure to subscribe. And I may or may not end up finishing this on stream as well. Tomorrow or maybe Monday. I haven't decided yet. I haven't worked out the timings. So, with all of that being said, this has been Luki Skywookie, and I will see you all in tomorrow's stream. Good night, everyone.